Today, today's keyword is your uniqueness. Really so profound. So now, let me ask you for something before we begin. Raise your hand if you have ever scrolled through Instagram and thought, why don't I have her confidence, her wardrobe, her perfect life? If anybody, then please do raise your hand. And keep your hand up if you've ever looked at a colleague and wondered, why am I not as articulate, as calm, as put together? And now, keep it up if you've ever wished you could be more like your sister, your friend, or that auntie everyone loves, or literally anyone other than yourself. Yeah, me too, and we all have. But here's something wild. While you are busy wishing you were someone else, someone somewhere is probably looking at you thinking the same thing. So, today we are going to talk about something that could free you from this exhausting cycle forever. We are talking about celebrating your uniqueness. So, let me start with the truth that might make you uncomfortable. No two fingerprints are the same. So, why are we trying to live like someone else? Think about it. Out of billions of people who have ever existed, your fingerprints are yours alone. Your voice has a unique frequency. Your laugh sounds like no one else's. Even your mistakes are originally yours. Yet, we spend our time, our entire lives, trying to fit into someone else's blueprint. We compare. How we compare? We compare our marriages, our careers, our children's marks, our cooking, our skin tone, our salary, our home decor, our everything. And here's what happens. Comparison erodes confidence, and uniqueness builds power. Let me tell you about Neha. She's a school teacher, passionate, creative, loves her students. But every family gathering, someone asks, still teaching? Your cousin is a software engineer now, earning in lakhs. So every time Neha feels smaller, she starts wondering if she made the wrong choice, if she's not ambitious enough, not successful enough, not enough. Until one day, a former student messages her, Ma'am, I'm a doctor now, but I became one because you believed in me when no one else did. You changed my life. And that's when it hit Neha. She wasn't less successful than her cousin. She was successful differently. Her path was her own. Her impact was her own. Her experiences, temperament, and journey are unrepeatable. And that's the thing we forget, isn't it? We are all running different races, but we keep looking at someone else's track and panicking. Your journey is shaped by your childhood, your struggles, your personality, your values, your season of life. And what works for someone else might be completely wrong for you. And that's not a failure, that's just reality. You know what's funny? We celebrate diversity in nature. We don't look at a rose and say, why aren't you more like a lotus? We don't shame a mango tree for not producing apples. And we understand that difference is beautiful. But when it comes to ourselves, suddenly different feels like defective. So let me say this very clearly. The world needs authenticity, not copies. The world already has a Priyanka Chopra. a Kiram Mazumdar Shaw, a Sudha Murthy. It doesn't need another one. You know what it desperately needs. You. The real, unfiltered, beautifully imperfect you. Think about the people you truly admire, not the ones you envy, but the ones you genuinely respect. Chances are they are not perfect too. They are authentic. They own their quirks. They are unapologetically themselves. And that's what draws people in. Not perfection, not imitation, but simple authenticity. But here is where it gets tricky. Now, how do you become authentic in a world that's constantly telling you who to be? So you start with acceptance. Self acceptance is the foundation of confidence, not self improvement, not self optimization, not I'll accept myself once I lose 5 kilos or earn more or become more organized. Self acceptance right now, as you are, with your loud laugh, your stretch marks, your unconventional career choice, your messy bun, your preference for books over parties, your inability to make round rotis, your sensitivity, or even your boldness, whatever makes you you. Because confidence doesn't come from being better than others, it comes from being comfortable with yourself. Let me share something personally. I used to think I talk too much. Family members would joke, इसको माइक दे दो, टेक टॉक शुरू हो जाएगा. I felt embarrassed. I tried to be quieter, more reserved, more appropriate, as per the definition of others. You know what happened? I became boring, even to myself. And then I realized this is who I am. I process thoughts by speaking. I connect through conversation. I bring energy to spaces. And that's not a flaw. That's my design. And the moment I stopped apologizing for it, people stopped making it an issue. Because when you own your uniqueness, others either celebrate it or move along. Either way, you win. And you know the story of my podcast. I started podcast when I started believing that. And today, it's being heard in 99 countries, over 600 cities. Rest is history. So people are loving it. So I'm not saying ignore growth. I'm not saying never learn or evolve. I'm saying grow into a better version of yourself, not a replica of someone else. You're allowed to be the introvert in the family of extroverts, the creative in a family of engineers, the one who prioritizes rest over hustle, the one who cries during movies, the one who doesn't want children, or the one who dreams differently. Your uniqueness is not something to fix, it's something to celebrate. And here's the beautiful truth: when you celebrate your uniqueness, you give others permission to celebrate theirs. Your daughter sees you owning your quirks and thinks, maybe I don't have to be perfect either. Your friend sees you choosing your own path and finds courage to choose hers. And your colleague sees you speaking authentically and feels safe to do the same. You don't just change your life when you celebrate your uniqueness, you change the culture around you. So, here is what I want you to do. So, I mean, actually, you do, not just nod along. Take out a piece of paper, right, and list 5 qualities that make you different. Yes, not one, not three, not 10, only 5. That makes you different. Maybe you are unusually patient. Maybe you are fiercely independent. Maybe you notice details others miss. Maybe you make people laugh. Or maybe you are deeply empathetic or boldly direct or quietly wise. Write them down. And now this is crucial. Next to each quality, write how it has helped you in life. Because your differences aren't random, they have served you, they've shaped your relationships, your decisions, your survival, your success. So when you see it written down, you will realize these aren't things to hide. These are your superpowers. Yes. Before we close, I want to leave you with this. You will never be happy wearing someone else's life. It won't fit, it won't feel right, and it will never be truly yours. So, the most liberating thing you can do is to stop trying to be like everyone else and start being more like yourself on purpose, with intention, and with joy. Your uniqueness is not accidental, it's not a mistake. It's not something that needs to be toned down, smoothed out, or apologized for. It's the very thing that makes you irreplaceable. So here's your call to action. This week, choose one aspect of yourself you've been hiding or downplaying and let it shine. Just once, see what happens. Maybe it's your sense of humor, your unconventional opinion, your bold fashion choice, your love for something people call childish, your boundary, your dream. Let it out, celebrate it, because the world doesn't need another copy, it needs the original you. And trust me, that's more than enough. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.